In this video, we are going to be analysing ATER. So to get straight into it, we will go over the 6 month and the 1 year chart. 6 month on the left, 1 year on the right, because these will give us our good technical basis levels. So onto the support side, we'll go over this first because really there isn't much to give apart from looking around 46 cents. Now this is statistical mean on the 6 month, and again this is kind of what makes it a bit more tricky to play to the downside, because statistical mean isn't a level that we really tend to buy off of, but instead kind of trade to. So if we were holding the stock short, kind of 46 cents would be our final target. But it would also be at its 52-week low. There is a chance of a bounce on this level, so if you were looking for a long bias level, that wouldn't be a bad area to be paying attention to. But what we can also see is our other statistical mean is at $1. So really, whenever I see this, to me this is a non-tradable zone. Between the 6 month and the 1 year statistical means, that is considered fair value and just an area I'm not usually going to be looking to trade. So instead I would be looking for a breakout to the downside. Again, it's going to be hard because there's no levels to actually buy off. We can see our deviations go negative from here, so it would just be looking at psychological levels. So I'll probably be looking at 30 cents, 25 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents if we were looking at it to the downside. But really I would be more focused on is if we can start breaking to the upside. And if so, we then have resistance at 165. And again, this is going to provide really that first big trading opportunity as well. For really two main reasons. The first time we hit this, again, we're looking to trade this short bias. The way we trade these levels, or at least I do, is the first time you hit them, look to trade a pullback. If we retest them, then I'm looking for a breakthrough, come back to retest, and then play direction. And what we can see is that this 165, not only is it our first deviation on the 6 month, but it is basically a value gap fill. So again, not something I really pay too much attention to, but I know a lot of people do. And if so, this is part of a value gap. So again, it's kind of two reasons that maybe this will be the top of the move. So definitely a good pullback opportunity. Now, if we go further, our next resistance is going to be at 220. Again, it's going to be quite a nice trade, or should be, because again, we kind of got a pivot level here. It's acting as a support, acting as a resistance, and then also obviously our first deviation on the 1 year chart. So definitely a level I'm paying attention to. And again, this will provide most likely two trading opportunities, because what it's going to be act as is obviously if we trade this 165, trade the pullback, if it ends up breaking through here, we're looking for it to break through, come back to test it as a support. If it holds, then I've got 220 as my target, so obviously locking in profits into this level. Then the original touch, I'm looking to play the pullback. Now if we break higher, we got 280, 340, going on to $4, and then final levels pushing us up to 450, 525, and a final level at 560. Now obviously some of these levels are very far off from where we are now, considering we're only at 75 cents. But these stocks can be volatile. These levels are definitely achievable, but it's all just about being patient. And that's why I would have these on watch list, having alerts if we start breaking above kind of 150 to start paying attention to it. But really before that, not something I'm paying attention to. This is where the high probability trading opportunities come. So that's when I want to start paying attention to it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on ATER. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out this analysis video.